Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. Y'all remember in the beginning of Euphoria where it was slow, and Kendrick was coming in. It was like, you have hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger always stood out, but FUBU had never been in your collection. But this part right here about you always wanted to be accepted. Somebody broke down a beautiful, beautiful video. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I gotta put the link in the description. I gotta remind myself. I'll be doing so many reactions. I'll be just be forgetting, bro. But yeah, yo, this is a beautiful breakdown how Drake just wanted to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? And this I'm gonna do it back to back. So this is like 26 minutes long. I'm gonna break it up. Y'all stay tuned because I'm gonna hit it right after it. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you watch it, just get ready to watch the other one. All right, so let's get it.
What to do? So I was like, you don't stop, don't change, don't. And then one day I heard, like, what the f was that?
Before my audition, I went to this kid's house, and out of, I guess, a desire to be accepted,
Desire to be accepted. He always did. He didn't feel accepted by, you know, the black community. You know what I'm saying? But Wayne was telling him, don't switch up. You know what I mean? Don't switch up. Y'all check it out.
I would succumb to peer pressure.
You don't understand how big you're about to be in the Jew world. You don't understand how big you're about to be in the Jew world.
First of all, I live in an all-Jewish area, so
where
is
that?
Forest Hill.
Okay.
I just love my neighborhood. It makes me feel so wonderful inside.
So if you grew up in Forest Hill, why you out here? I think this is Texas. This is where his pops from. He did the Never Loved Us out in the gutter. Yeah, that we ain't gonna. Yeah, he was. This was my song too. Don't get me wrong. This my joint. This is my joint. But you know what I mean. He had to do this. This is what Wayne was telling him. That's why Wayne was like. He looked up and was like, he you know what I'm saying. He was being all crazy. He was like, oh, who the fuck was that?
And yeah, I think I just felt a lot of pressure to be like, oh, like, you know, I'm gonna kill something with Jeezy and Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, and I was just enamored by like the whole space, you know.
My bank account is Magnolia Millie rocking. Hey, widows in my comments talking about some Millie Bobby. Look, bring them jokes up to the game, we get to really flopping. Send a finger to your mama in some FedEx boxes. Oh,
it was just
send a finger to your mama in some FedEx box. You talking some Alpo and them type stuff. You not Alpo enough.
To me, that any of these people would even make music with me.
Incredible. It's a great sandwich. Well, give me a chance. Here, maybe you can help me then. Audrey, let's do it, baby. Okay. Do you want to give me a hand? Put the food out, and I'll bring the then you go and get the plate.
I'm so sick of people saying,
oh damn, the person who put this together is Miss Twilight Speaks. Is right here. Miss Twilight Speaks. We're gonna write the link and all of that. Y'all subscribe. This is hard work right here.
that I'm like lonely and emotional and like associating me with this like longing for a woman or yeah.
You know, it's like I was like, you know, this kid from Toronto who just wanted it all so bad, and then, you know, whenever I'm describing it to someone, like fast forward to now, and like I'm, you know, 3 years later, and I'm like sort of a king in this world that I exist in. King in this world.
To the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
Oh. More of a constant reminder,
yeah, that's
which
scary,
I love
boy.
him so much for saying this to me, is, you know, he's always just like, man, please be yourself. Please don't ever try and be me or anybody else. Don't ever go get tattoos. You don't have to dress any different. And he really liked the kid that he met. And he was like, don't stop smiling either. Don't try and get mean or aggressive. He's like, just be you, man. Just be you and rap about life and women and family and just
play gangsters, fake ass accents, posted in another nigga hood like a bad pig.
Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern where an individual doubts their accomplishments and has a persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud. Despite external evidence of their competence, those experiencing imposter syndrome remain convinced that they are undeserving of their success and attributed.
So the sisters is really breaking down like this is a real thing that he's dealing with. And possibly this is a real thing. This is, you know what I mean? This ain't just no, you know, just no hip hop, aha, look at Drake. No, he's really dealing with something in his mind. Check it out.
Undeserving of their success and attributed to luck, timing, or deceiving others into thinking they are more intelligent, capable than they perceive themselves to be. The phenomenon can affect anyone, regardless of their social status, work background, skill level, or degree of expertise. Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Twilight. Now at first I didn't even really want to even touch the whole Drake thing because there have been more than enough content creators who have created wonderful think pieces on Drake, his creepy behavior or alleged creepy behavior, and many other aspects of his career leading up to the beef with Kendrick Lamar. But because this is a mental wellness and behavioral psychology type of channel, his behavior definitely needs to be studied. And just like I said in the beginning, when it comes to imposter syndrome, I think we can concur that we have all went through this at one particular point in our lives. At one particular point in our lives, we felt like we didn't fit in, like we were isolated. But I think that when that wound has never been healed, you come up with some of the results that Drake has come up with his career and his colleagues, quote unquote. So to give you a heads up, we're going to be talking about isolation, the kid that got picked last syndrome, self-loathing and victimhood.
Man, y'all subscribe to this channel, man. This is real and intellectual stuff, bro. She went to school for that. I could tell she went to school for this type of stuff. She's breaking it down, bro. Y'all please bro, listen, man. This is some real, this better, this like one of the best breakdowns. Check it out.
And then eventually anger and jealousy, which leads to cringe behavior that alienates you in the first place. So the cycle. No. So if you want to skip ahead in chapters, that information will be in the description bar. One of the very first things I want to point out is how Wayne was very clear to Drake at the beginning of his career.
Right.
Be exactly who you are.
Right.
That's some real ish right there. Because only a real dude is going to tell you to continue to be yourself. Even Lil Wayne must have sensed that insecurity within him.
Because it's just, Lil Wayne's just too good.
You got to give Wayne the love.
Just too good.
And Drake himself recalls the conversation, but he did not understand the assignment. And of course, as an adult, Drake has his own right to make his own decisions. However, I think the only mistake that was made in that conversation was that Wayne thought that Drake was being himself. And in fact, the person that Drake was when Wayne met him still was a version of himself that he thought was acceptable in his current situation. As I see it, he had probably been being a chameleon since he was a little kid. So how can you commit to being yourself when you actually have no idea who that is?
Yo, dog, you know what it is, dog. Big up yourself, bruv. You done know DRIZZY Drake, dog.
It's crazy, right?
That is not a bad Westwood impersonation. South London, dog. You know what it is. Yo, dog, you know what it is. You're the man, dog. You're the man, you're a legend, dog.
Right?
Exactly.
What more can I say? I'm tired of being right
If my Jamaican accent is so fugazi, then here's 3 more things I can tell you guys. My patois is the best of all time. Zagazao, Neptune make #1 tune, yeah. And that's just the warm-up, so when you really hear me speaking patois, just know that I really do this, so respect me when you hear me, you feel me? All right, here we go. Bomba clat, you feel me?
She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic.
Yo,
She touch me and me back, she call me Mr. Romantic.
You like that, eh, Zon?
Bro, I don't think y'all as the consumer know how time consuming editing is, bro. Like, y'all just don't understand it, man. Just putting pieces together and shit. Like, I really appreciate that work that people put in, you know what I mean?
You didn't think I knew about that.
Back to seconds.
Oh, shit.
Really my life at the time. My life was very focused on my career, and I had a difficult time in high school too. As a student, you know, I really wasn't the best student in school, so I ended up dropping out of high school actually to pursue music, and I hope, you know, one day soon that I can go back and graduate. And it's not something that I'm proud of, but it was definitely a decision I don't regret, because I think things are going great for me right now. And
Drake attended Forest Hill Collegiate Academy. This was going to be his second high school in his high school career. And he dropped out 1 credit shy of graduation. In prior reports, it states that he left high school because he was being bullied for his being biracial and his religion, which would make a lot of sense since he was mostly in a Caucasian neighborhood. But for him to drop out 1 credit shy, that speaks to the level of bullying and isolation he felt in high school. In my opinion, this can give credence to why he might be emotionally frozen in his glory days in high school. Many people comment on how childish Drake is and how he has not grown as an artist, and this is some of what people are saying. But if you look at the fact that he left high school 1 credit shy, this speaks to how bad it had to be, and this is his second high school within his career. According to an article published in Psychology Today, among biracial adults who are white and black, 61% say they are perceived by strangers to be black. Only 19% say that they are seen as multiracial, and even smaller shares say they are seen as single race white. About 1 in 10, 9% of non-Hispanic white and black biracial adults say others would think they are Hispanic, and 3% say that they think that they are American Indian. To look into the experience of a biracial person, because this seems to be a point of contention for Drake in his life and experience. An article published by Pew Research goes into depth about the biracial identity crisis. Many mixed race people feel as if though they are not fully integrated into either side and are often forced to pick a side. By doing so, they seem to feel like they have somewhat betrayed a certain part of them.
Relationship, when we used to talk and chop it up, and chop it up is like, converse.
Thank you.
Drake instantly in that moment identified that he was talking to a European woman.
You the one who didn't know what it meant. You just learned that shit, man. She hip. Hey, look. You gotta think, bro. You got both sides of your family. You feel like you gotta be a people pleaser too. Like, you know what I mean? And each side is different. So you going over to this side with the other side's ways, and they looking at you like, what the fuck, man, you better take that shit. Hey, you can imagine little cousins and shit, man. You better take that shit back to Dennis' crib. You know what I mean? What's his mother name? What's her damn name? Sandra. He go to Texas. His father's side, man. You better take that shit back to Canada, nigga. You better take that shit back to Sandra house, nigga. Fuck out of here.
And he realized she might not understand the slang and the lingo. Another part of the article highlighted how mixed race people experiencing those identity crises felt as if though they had to dress and look the part to be accepted by the respective peer group. And in order to do that, they had to abandon one side while completely committing to the other. Clearly, we see how Drake's look has evolved over time so that he looks more like a light-skinned black man as opposed to a man of mixed race. He adopted the cornrows and the rapper and urban aesthetic, a far distance from the look and the aesthetic that Drake used to embody early on in his career. Even going so far as to gain massive amounts of tattoos, completely ignoring and not heeding to the warnings of Lil Wayne's advice. And those tattoos are a tad bit creepy. Now, I can understand getting tattoos of your parents and people you love, but getting tattoos
that nigga got
of Sade...
He got a whole motherfucking photo album on his body. You gotta scroll. You gotta scroll through his body. You gotta scroll. Yo, this nigga got a whole motherfucking photo album. Yo, if you don't know about photo albums, I'm telling my age, but yeah, back in the day, you know, our mothers, used to have them photo albums. They ain't got that shit no more. My mother still do, but yeah, a lot of people don't know nothing about that.
And Lil Wayne, come on, man, Lil Wayne. I understand you might admire Lil Wayne and Sade, but it's still giving creep. It's still giving obsession. And then Aaliyah, never met the woman in your life. As far as I can find, I looked all over and didn't find any evidence of him ever having.
That's him trying to get that acceptance. You know what I'm saying? Because he know the black community. We like Aaliyah. We like Wayne. You know what I mean? We like Sade. You know what I mean? That's why he said Kendrick Lamar was like, fucked on Wayne girl while he was in jail. That's conniving. And then got him tatted on your body. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, Kendrick broke that nigga down, bro. I think he could come back, but he just gonna have to ease his way back into the hip hop community. He could do that other type of music, but you know what I mean? But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. Stay tuned. I'm about to drop the next joint too. About to drop part 2. But yeah, y'all subscribe to Miss Twilight Speaks. Very educational sister. You know what I'm saying? And all credit go to her. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone.